I see you have a radio. Can we call for help?
No. Radio's been dead for the past few days. We can't raise any of the usual channels. I'm not sure why.
Well, you'll need some stronger meds to avoid infection. And for the pain.
He's some kind of doctor.
No. But I've been around doctors enough to know you'll be in trouble soon. Unless you get some better help than I can give you.
Yeah. Right.
Alright, welcome back guys. We are back at the Long Dark, and while I was recording, or while I was going through the last video and editing it, I realized that I left the bedroll at the Hunter's Lodge. Now, because I love you guys, I went off camera and went back and grabbed that because it was about a 15-minute ordeal of just walking there, grabbing it, but then I was exhausted and had to sleep, and then walking all the way back. So, nothing super exciting happened. I did get attacked by a wolf, but I don't think we had any issues. I think it was just torn clothing. Which I'll slick through real quick. Unless something just looks egregious. Yeah, I think we're pretty good right now. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to head towards the dam. Now I don't remember if we read that or not. Neighbor's note, park notice. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we're shutting down Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all campers are packed up and ready to bug out by rail truck. Anyone left behind will have to get out on foot. Not a nice prospect. As per usual, the usual procedure, lock up all lake cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bear-proof containers. And please take the flag down this year. We had to replace it after last winter. The wind just tore it to shreds. After you're finished closing down the camp, make sure to check in at the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently those guys think someone's been using their lookout to store hunting gear and drying old animal skins. Man, I don't envy you. That backwater posting Great Bear was sure gone downhill since the quakes. Alright. So it looks like the Forestry Service lookout, I think that's the tower we saw earlier, might have some fun stuff over there. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna head out. I dropped a couple of things at the hunting lodge just to have a bit more space. Eat some of these. In other game news, since we're gonna just kind of be walking, let's make sure there's no wolves around before we start going a little crazy, because there was one not too far from here. That got me. So other gaming news is one of my favorite games, Vampires Masquerade Bloodlines, is getting a sequel. It's not coming out until March of next year, but I thought it would be fun to go through and play the first one, Bloodlines, Masquerade Bloodlines. I don't remember which order it's in. It's one of my favorite games. I love it. It's a cult classic. Thought it'd be fun and go play through that before it comes out. I will be finishing The Long Dark before doing that, just because, you know, the game doesn't come out until March of 2020. We've got almost an entire year. There's time. I'm probably going to get through a couple of other playthroughs, but I just thought that would be very interesting. I am really wanting to pre-order the game. One of the bigger packs, I forget what it's called, I think it's like New Moon or something like that, where they give you expansion packs and extra skins and stuff like that, because I just love this game. But it will depend greatly on time if I'm going to be able to do that. If you did not know, I actually graduated college about 2 weeks ago now, which is why I was gone all last week. I didn't post last week because I was driving back home. Takes about 4 days. It's about a 29-hour drive, and it's long. It takes forever, and I did not have time to, you know, spend 2 hours recording and then 2 hours editing and get you guys some videos. So I'm hoping to jump back on that. Looks like our lantern's about to run out. Let's see if I can view. No? Is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. I'm probably going to be changing my schedule just, you know, because I'm looking for work and trying to be a good adult. So I'm still going to try and do 2 videos a week, but what days those come out may change. I've been trying to do Tuesdays and Thursdays, but as we all know, that hasn't worked out basically at all since I started the channel. But I'm going to try and get something a little more regular once I actually have a regular schedule. Alright, so what do we have here? Alright, can I get on it? Can I? Pretty sure I can walk on this. Alright, anything fun? No, there's nothing fun here. Alright. The game did just get an update. I actually spent a good 15 minutes updating the game before I started recording. Although I think most of the changes were done to survival mode and not Wintermute. They were mostly just bug fixes, which there were a bunch of optimization fixes, which will hopefully let their game run smoother, because we've had some buffering issues in the past. And there's a wolf. Let's run. Oh, it's over there. I do not have time to stop and change into my flare gun, unfortunately. Let's see if I can. Oh, fuck. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Ah, fuck. I don't know if a flare gun would have actually helped. Fuck. Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see what we got. I think we've got some blood loss. Let's start with that. Hopefully we have bandages. Please click on things. We do. We actually have quite a few bandages. Start with the blood loss. Because that's going to kill us slowly. Infection, sprained wrist. Alright. We've got pain in general. Alright, we've got a sprained wrist. Alright, let's do the sprain on our wrist. Alright, and let's use this on the infection. And let's take this for some pain. Just general pain. Alright. Anything else? Alright. We're not doing so fantastic. Where is this? Okay. So it's already been reloaded. Let's get our storm lantern back out. Okay. Where the hell were we? Alright, we're following this until we get to the end. Fun times! Let's make sure we're heading in the right direction. We're not. This Wait, it got turned around. I cannot be trusted. I get lost in a paper bag with directions. Alright, so that's not terrible. God, what was I talking about? Try to get a regular recording schedule and I got interrupted. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll see how that goes and I'll try and keep you guys up to date as I am able. I'm gonna try and do some more 3 horror. I've just been focusing on The Long Dark recently just because I haven't had a whole lot of time to record. I've been trying to do 2 recording sessions a week, and that usually gives me 2 videos. Sometimes if there's a lot of walking and not a lot of talking, I may only get 1. So I was trying to stay ahead for a little while there, but when finals were, you know, kicking in, it was kicking my ass. And I was basically like recording a video like I'm gonna do today. Recording a video, editing it, and quickly posting it just so I can have something on the channel. So let's see if there's anything fun in here. I think we're getting pretty close to the dam. I think we're about halfway there. Nope. Nope. Alright. There we go. Fresh weather. Alright. I may take a minute to craft some things. Or not. Repair some clothing because the 2 wolf attacks I think are gonna have... Oh, there's a dead guy. I think the 2 wolf attacks are gonna have torn some things.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't really use flares. I should be, but I haven't been. Right, work pants, rifle ammunition. Oh, that was one of the new updates to the game. They apparently added a pistol, but I think that was just survival mode only, since most of this stuff is, you know, like a Wintermute exclusive or whatever, that we're using. They're kind of plot relevant. Alright, I'm gonna take a minute and repair some clothing, and we'll see where we're at. Alright, so we've repaired everything. We actually did lose a pair of inner legs, I guess would be the best way to describe it. But we had some extra, so we were alright. I also swapped out these pants because they gave a better bonus. But we're gonna get some water real quick. Which we're gonna have to make some more, which I'm fine with, but we're kind of thirsty. And it should be morning now. I was able to extinguish the lantern and get some stuff done. It was kind of cold. Looks like it's a little foggy. There's some... anything fun? Alright. I think we're getting pretty close to the dam. We've passed a couple of areas, I think, that we could investigate, like that lookout. And I didn't really investigate the lake houses or anything like that, but we're gonna do that later. I have a sneaking suspicion this guy is gonna send us all over the map, kind of like what happened with Grey Mother. So I don't think exploring the area on our own is gonna do much, because we're just gonna have to revisit those areas. So we're just gonna do what the plot tells us and make our way to the dam, which I think the dam might be up here. Yeah, so we got the bridge, and then usually right by the bridge is the dam, and there's usually a couple of houses over there, which we may look into to see if there might be any water or something like that. Oh fuck, there's another wolf. Jesus Christ. You. That did not work. Oh, it did work. That's a plus. I like this. We have a fuck ton of shells, too. Alright, I feel powerful. Oh, I nearly nailed it, too. Shame. Pretty good? Alright. Just keep this out for safety. We've also got the actual rifle. which... Oh, the wolf is back there again. We've actually got the actual rifle, but I want to save the, bullets for actual emergencies. When we're gonna have to kill something, because I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna have to kill a bear. Somewhere in this plot. Alright, so this is the Carter... I can't read that. Hydro Energy Dam. Great. Alright. Yep, there's little houses. We'll check those out real quick and then we'll jump in the dam. While we still have daylight, so it's not pitch black. Because we do have quite a bit of lantern fuel, I'm pretty sure. But I don't want to run out halfway
Carter
through
Dam.
this dam.
This place has seen better days.
Most places have seen better days in this place. Nope. I don't think this had a glove box. I didn't see one. Oh, no, there is. Alright. Well, let's get out of here. Anything in the back? Nope. Alright, let's check out these houses real quick. Alright. Okay. What do we got in here? Anything fun? Is that a bedroll? That's a bedroll. We could have just come here and gotten a bedroll instead of me going all the way back. But, oh, well. I did not want to risk, getting exhausted and not having somewhere to sleep. Even though I think there are beds in one of these houses, maybe? I don't actually know. Anything here? In here? Oh, there's a container.
What have we here?
More fishing tackle. No, put that away. Not a whole lot in this one. Not that I've seen, at least. I could be. Oh, there's some sardines. Okay. People doing construction across the street. Because I'm actually back at my mother's house right now, and so I keep, over my headphones, I keep hearing this, dull banging. It almost sounds like someone's knocking on the door, but it's not. So it's just pausing and looking around like there's going to be someone coming in. It's going to be terrifying, actually. Oh, there's a note. Come on. Oh, and a key. Briar House Winter Crew Warning. Briar House Winter Teams, Carter Dam Reminder. We know some of you like to hang out in the dam during your breaks and off hours, but the whole facility is still a no-go. The place is falling apart and unsafe to enter, especially the lower dam. If you need another reason, our insurance won't kick in if you hurt yourself in there. You'll be on your own. Crew 17 Foreman. I mean, that's a pretty good reason to not go in. Gate key. Search this drawer. There are some beds in here. Oh, there's some peaches. Is there anything over here we can click on? It's a shame. Alright, there's some boots.
I could use this.
Gloves, turkey. He's got a crowbar. Sweater. Water. That's a plus, especially since we kinda need that. Sail boots. Got a rifle cartridge.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, there's a soda. We are very over-encumbered. Alright. I'm gonna drop some stuff that we don't need. Can we actually move when I say to move? Did I search this already? I did not. I did not search it.
It's starting to weigh me down.
I know, I'm working on it. Rifle. Lots of rifle. We're gonna leave that. We don't have a thing. the toolkit or whatever to actually use the scrap metal, so I'm not gonna take it yet. I'm gonna take a couple minutes just to it looks like these are not gonna be better, so we're gonna harvest them. Okay, so I've repaired some clothing, swapped out the good stuff. Alright, let's drink some water. And then we're gonna eat some of that meat because it's very, very heavy. Alright. We're still like some 20 pounds over, which I know there's gonna be lots of stuff in the dam that we're gonna want. So let's sort this by weight and see what we can drop. Alright, we're gonna drop some sticks. Drop 7. Alright, we can drop all this coal. We can drop some of this. Alright, so now we're getting into the, like, important stuff. Alright, so I think that's gonna be the best we can do right now. So that's what we're gonna do. But it did still drop, like, 10 pounds, so that's less. Let's get out of here. I'm getting lost already. Alright, let's pop into the dam. Looks like the gate's over here. Which would definitely not be running, but I just want to get the dam. Oh, getting a little... Did you even use the key we got? Close the gate, you dumbass. Close it. Close it. Do not make me close it. Do not make me close it. Do not make me close it. Oh god. Why did you just stare at it? You're so dumb. Mackenzie. Mackenzie.